All right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Okay, well, onto this, it is said says House Raid. Federal government reveals next line of action as court orders AGF DSS to pay Igboho 20 billion naira damages. All right, my people, the news in details. Well, onto this, the federal government is to appeal the judgment of an Oyo State High Court, which awarded 20 billion naira in damages against the Attorney General of the Federation AGF and the Department of State Services DSS. The AGF, Mr. Abubakar Malami's son, announced the decision of the federal government to appeal the judgment while speaking on the development in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, in Abuja on Friday. The suit bordering on fundamental human rights was brought by self-styled Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo. Well, the court sitting in Ibadan awarded 20 billion naira in damages against the AGF and the DSS over the alleged invasion of the residence of Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, on July 1st this year at the Soka area of the Oyo State capital. Malami said that efforts were already being made to commence the process of appealing the judgment. Nan recalls that Igboho's counsel, Mr. Yomi Aliyu San, had filed a 500 billion naira fundamental human rights enforcement suit against the AGF, DSS, and the director of the DSS in Oyo State over the incident. Aliyu also claimed that his client's house and cars were damaged, while two occupants of the house were killed by security agents during the incident. But counsel to the AGF, Mr. Abdullahi Abubakar, had argued that there was no evidence before the court that the blood scene in the video clip tendered by Aliyu belonged to a human being. Alright, and then according to what had been gathered, Abubakar also said that there was nothing in the video clip that showed that the house that was invaded belonged to Igboho or linked the AGF with the invasion. He had urged the court to disregard the exhibits and dismiss the entire suit. The counsel to the DSS, Mr. T.A. Nuruddin, aligned with the submission made by the counsel to AGF, insisting that there must be proof from a hematologist to show that the blood seen in the video belonged to a human being. Nuruddin also tendered a video clip which was admitted by the court where Igboho allegedly threatened to create an Ujudua Republic while urging the Yoruba to protect themselves with charms and guns. However, delivering his judgment, Justice Ladero Akintola said the style and procedures adopted by the DSS during the incident was unprofessional. Well, Akintola said that the applicant had demonstrated to the court that his fundamental right to personal liberty, right to life, and blocking of his account amounted to violation of his fundamental right. He awarded 20 billion naira as exemplary and an aggravated damage in favor of the applicant, and 2 million naira cost also in favor of the applicant for instituting the case. All right, my people, and this is what it is right now. On to this one. House Raid. Federal government reveals next line of action as court orders AGF DSS to pay Igboho 20 billion naira damages. Well, what is the next line of action? Well, the fact had been that the movement, as far as Chief Sunday Igboho is concerned, a lot of people have been congratulating Chief Sunday Igboho on his victory. And meanwhile, Chief Sunday Igboho had earlier said that in all the cases he had been winning. All right, and that's to show to you that he is on the right track. Well, for someone not to be in the country and he's still winning the federal government, that is to tell you that this man is actually a God sent. Well, before now, we have heard it times with that number that Chief Sunday Igboho is a God sent. Nobody should tamper with him, because if you try it, you are playing with Holy Ghost fire. All right, my people. Well, as it is, jubilations everywhere, as Chief Sunday Igboho had been granted the favor from the court that the federal government, the AGF, should pay the sum of 20 billion naira. Well, and then a lot of people have been of the opinion that as far as this movement is concerned, the federal government should know that definitely Chief Sunday Igboho will win this case. And meanwhile, earlier it has been said by the Professor Wole Soyinka before now that if the federal government want to respect itself, it should not bother to allow Sunday Igboho to take it to court, or else if they venture try it, Sunday Igboho will definitely disgrace the federal government by winning the case. All right, and then this is exactly what we are seeing right now. Well, because as it stands right now, Chief Sunday Igboho had been winning his cases, and then with all this that we have seen so far, is to show to the world, he should show to the world that this set of freedom fighters that the federal government has tagged a terrorist group is not a terrorist group. In fact, you don't need a soothsayer to tell the whole world about this set of group. Yeah, they are not a terrorist group, because if they were a terrorist group according to what the federal government has tagged them, they wouldn't have won their cases. And with this, at this juncture, I think the federal government should just apologize and do the needful. Yes, but when somebody was like, oh, do you think the federal government will want to apologize? They will never agree. That's another serious one, that these people will never agree at all. I beg you, make una leave matter for matter. Well, the fact remains that Chief Sunday Igboho had been vindicated. He has been winning all his cases, and then as it stands, jubilations everywhere. All right, my people, that has been it on this one. What more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have more take from you on this one, my people, and remember to subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. Thanks always.